Alright, I'll be going to Hurricane. I'm in Cedar City, and I'm going to be fighting traffic a little bit. Wow. Did that pile on. I'm leaving a little bit later because I wanted to let my car warm up. It's midday, maybe noon time. I'm not exactly sure. And the car's doing good. This is a very cold area in the winter time. Pine nuts, $8 a pound. I think that's kind of a good deal. Jeez, I didn't see that guy until I started pulling out. I'm not really in need of pine nuts. That's interesting. I've noticed pine nuts being sold seemingly directly from the farmer around here in Idaho. It seems like a lot of these pine nuts are grown around here. I'll tell you what, the berry that I found that comes off of a particular evergreen is pretty good. Pine nuts can grow anywhere in the country practically, but they're gonna only taste best in certain parts. Okay, I'm noticing that in my travels. For example, even rose hips. Oh God, it's 80 on the highway and I'm only going 45. Let me hurry up here. These guys are getting out of my way. Oh man. 55, oh geez. Gotta pick up the pace. 80 miles for 39 minutes. Got a 39-minute ride. Oh, see, that guy's insulting me. Alright, I'm at 70 now. Oh, geez, these guys. Everybody's in such a rush on the weekend. 75. Yeah, I'm going to kind of St. George, but short of it. I'm going to Hurricane. Okay, yeah, so anyway, with rose hips, I've noticed that they tasted better north of Salt Lake in a waterfowl management area. They were sweet, they had good texture, they didn't give me the sore throat like I got in Washington, Raymond, Washington to be exact. Those are ornamentals that I ate. So in Wisconsin, the rose hips are not that good, except for one that I consumed in the winter time in the ditch. It was strange. It tasted so sweet and so good, but I never found any since in Wisconsin. But then I go to Washington. That's how the Indians primarily lived. Well, not primary, but it was a food staple of rose hips. I found a lot of rose hips in the northern coast of Washington, north of Bellingham, near that other city in the far corner. Why do I forget it so much? But yeah, I tried them and they're not that good. And I tried them in Oregon, and I probably tried them in Idaho. I probably tried them in every state. They grow everywhere. Okay, Wisconsin to Washington. But the only good ones I've tasted consistently from the same bush was here in Utah, north of Salt Lake. I could have grabbed a bunch for the road. There's just so many times where I could have grabbed for the road. Just these berries that I found here, they're not bad, and I didn't even notice the side effects that they say occur with them. And I keep forgetting the name of this berry. It's off of evergreen, but it's supposed to be considered a mild hallucinogen. Pine nuts don't seem to be hallucinogenic. I've eaten them, and there's no effect. This berry, I think I've noticed a slight. It's a mild hallucinogenic. There's different levels of a hallucinogen. Depends on dose, and it depends on what you consume as well. Extracts are always going to be deadly, but yeah, the one here, it's got the best taste out of everything I've tasted. So Utah, this desert, the extreme nature of the desert, of the climate, it can make certain foods taste good, and I bet pine nuts are along those lines. I can't say I really tried pine nuts, the pine nuts around here. I buy them at the store, sometimes in a mix. I just had pine nuts in the mix that I had. The addictive mix, whatever it's called. This truck is like, okay, whatever it's called. It's okay, mortar and pesto, haha. So you gotta if you forget what pesto is called, you gotta think this is an Italian dish, pesto. Hey, have some pesto. And then it's made a lot. It's traditionally made in mortar and pestle, and it just kind of like transfers over mortar and pestle, or have pesto in the mortar and pestle type of thing. Yeah, that stuff has pine nuts, but I don't know where the pine nuts came from. So I just kind of, I've just been eating pine nuts. I don't know. I'm guessing this guy there was a farmer's market that I passed by. I didn't see the farmer's market. I only saw the sign. This guy was separate from the farmer's market outside the Walmart there, selling pine nuts. And it'd be interesting to have talked to him now and found out if he was growing them himself. I was just in a little desert forest, and all I found were berries. I'm not exactly sure what the tree looks like. Not exactly. There were a couple different looking trees in the desert forest behind the Walmart, and it's humorous to me to call it a forest, but that's as foresty as it gets for a desert. I got quite a ways to go, but I forget where the turn is now. Oh my God, I'm trapped. I gotta slow down. I gotta slow down, because I got a car coming up behind me. Okay, there we go. I didn't want to really hit the brake. Cutting it close. Chances of the semi hitting this brake are pretty slim. But if he did, he would have caught me off guard. Alright. So it's a unique driving condition today compared to yesterday. There's maybe a little busier. Alright, so I gotta turn off of this highway at 17. The mile markers are going down in count, and I will be coming up short of it going to 0. It'll hit 0 at some point before Las Vegas, and I'll be stopping short of that because the weather's looking good north of Las Vegas, except for in Cedar City, where I froze my toes off. Just gotta go 40 minutes south, and it should be a much better climate. It did show that it's warming up a little bit in Cedar City, but not enough. I'm close enough. I'll just head south. But I gotta take my time. I gotta conserve my gas. I'm not making enough money per day to be doing these mad rushes. I'm spending at a level that's way much more than I'm making. It's incredible. I'm glad that I'm slowing down the rate of loss with some gain from the YouTube vids. There's some slowdown of my loss. It's slowing my loss down at a faster rate, thanks mostly to those 2 cop videos. My top 2 videos are cop videos. I thank those 2 cops to help boost my channel. Incredible how that works. What do those parents decide to stop on the road for? That's crazy. There really aren't many opportunities to pull over. They could have stopped at the rest area. They just didn't know about it. Rest area in a mile. Oh my god, I got another, this is another bad situation. Oh my god, okay, whoa. This is a theme for today. I come up on these slow driving semis, and then another car wants to pass me at a much faster rate, and I have to wait that out. I actually hit the brakes on that one, because that was cutting it close. Incredible. It's a timing issue. I mean, I blame that. Whoa! Take the hand off the wheel for just a second. That's 80 miles an hour for you. Okay, so yeah, it should have a sign that says where hurricane is, and hurricane is there's a good chance it's going to live up to its name, historical site. They gotta say that at the last minute. Oh, but it's such a desert for much history to have occurred here is really stretching the moment, stretching the event. They can advertise better out here. They can keep signs up for longer periods. Things can serve a little bit. Things get, like, plastic will, well, I don't know, plastic will last longer in Washington than it will here. Plastic will be exposed to the sun, and then the cold, and the sun in the summertime, the heat in the sun, and then the cold and the cold in the winter. The plastic will get exposed to extreme weather so much that it turns brittle at a faster rate than it would in Washington. Plastic will last a lot longer in Washington, but wood won't last very long in Washington, but wood will last long here because it could stay dry all the time, whereas it'll rot in Washington at a faster rate. So there's certain properties, it depends on the climates, on their ability. Historical things will last, like that one house, that farmhouse, that abandoned farmhouse I stopped at. That was amazing. It was like I was so comfortable being in there. The air was so clean in that farmhouse. It was in Idaho. It was so dry and clean. Yeah, I could have just moved right in. But any house that is abandoned for more than a couple of months, more than a few months in Washington, it's full of mold. I've been in them. I've been in nasty, moldy homes in Washington that are abandoned. That I tried. One house was out in the middle of nowhere. I laid down on the floor. It was pretty clean, and I decided to just rest. I was on a big bicycle ride 10 miles out. Rest before I go back. I lay down, and my breathing was really adversely affected. It was bad air. It looked fine. The doors were all wide open. The windows were broken. Some windows were broken. The air was so bad. It's a difference in climate, dry and wet. So historical sites will last longer in the desert, but not much activity goes on in the desert. You get more of a flurry of activity in Washington, but nothing can preserve in natural states. A basket will last longer. An Indian weaving reed basket will last longer here than it would in Washington. I was amazed to see in the museum a basket they said they found in the mud in practically pristine condition. It was in good condition. Elevation at 5,000 feet. So we are coming down. This isn't even a peak. And it looks like we're coming down. The hill looks like it's going down. So, well, they said they found St. George at 32. I don't quite want to hit St. George. my turn is in 16. I gotta be aware of my mile marker. There's a mile marker right there. 17 is the mile. Oh my God. Alright, this is mile marker 39. So I'm guessing mile marker, it'd be a turn on 17, it says. Take exit 27. Okay, so I'm at 36. So it's a 27. It should be mile marker 27. So that should be easy to follow. Alright, and then take exit. Okay, turn left. Yeah, right after. Okay, alright. 27. Okay. So I forget what I was talking about. 27. That's the important thing to think about, though, is that mile marker. It hopefully has a sign that says where the turn is. But this is the city. It's like, I don't want to make any bigger jumps after this. There's a super Walmart not far from Hurricane. Quite a few trees. Wow. Are these the pine nut trees? Is that a pine nut tree? That's interesting. I'd like to learn more about that. I suspect that pine nuts might be a good desert edible. It's a bad time to harvest, most likely, but to learn a little bit more about it, it'd be interesting. Pine nuts out of the deserts of the Southwest. Okay, that's 36. I'm looking for 27. Mile marker 36, roughly. Yeah, there's a super Walmart not too far from Hurricane. Oh, we're really dropping now. 6% grade. A little bit more steep. Still some snow on the highest peaks. Oh, I'm going a little slow. Gotta pick up the pace. 26 is my turn. I slow down sometimes when I lose focus. So Tocqueville at 12. Oh, Tocqueville. I passed through Tocqueville. I didn't see any library on that, but past it, not too far, is Hurricane. The Hurricane Library with some good hours. Open till like 6 today. Closed on Sunday, unfortunately. That's okay. Yeah, I would have liked to have checked out the college, and oh my God, he's hitting his brakes. Time to turn. He's hitting his brakes. He got ahead of himself. Oh, okay. Pick up the pace. He's hitting his. Oh, he's got the turn signal. I thought he was just going to sit there and follow. He's going to pull in front of me. What a. Oh my God. See, weaving is so dangerous. That's the most dangerous part, is the weaving through traffic. I found that an interesting statistic. I'm just gliding down. Oh, why are you hitting your brakes? Why? Oh no! Alright, so I'm following this guy way too close, and he's hitting his brakes. Who's slowing down in the left lane? This is ridiculous. And he's throwing snow at me. What is going on? The car must be in trouble ahead. He can't go much faster. Oh, we are going 80. We were going down a hill though. You gotta let yourself coast at the rate that the hill permits. So yeah. I'm looking for 26. Turning towards, yeah, every time I hit a bump I feel this weird feeling in the engine. Like it's grinding. There's a grinding sound when I hit a bump. Exit 31, nope, looking for 26. Oh my God, there's a car on the right. Alright, coming by. I can't get over to the right lane now. Alright, that car I'm not gonna get in the right lane because the right car is going too fast. Let him get past me so that I'll just let him get past me. I gotta slow down a little bit. Alright, now let everybody else. Oh my god. All this weaving. I hate this weaving. I bet I'm doing a lot more weaving than I care to. 31 has an exit, but I'm looking for 26. 26. So yeah, there's a Walmart not far. The library's up until 6. Weather's gonna be nicer down here. It even feels warm. So I could probably sleep in peace. I actually woke up last night because I was so cold. My body just, it went into shock. It shocked me awake. Said, you gotta get moving or you'll die. You'll die sleeping. So I needed to move. It got that cold. It got so cold. And it was funny. It was kind of amusing to me. As there's a lady begging for money on the corner right next to my car. She left, I don't know, say 7 o'clock at night, 6:30, maybe 6:30. She left, when it got dark. Had the taxi pick her up, and then she comes back in the morning again. And I sat in my car for a little bit between, say, I don't know, 10 and 11, 10:30 to 11:30. Possibly something like that. And no, not a whole hour, maybe a half hour. And I ate my potato wedges with yogurt. And I was listening. I wasn't really watching her like a hawk. I was just listening because she's gonna say something when somebody gives her money. She's gonna say thank you, and I can hear it pretty good. And there are cactuses on the right. Cactuses are starting the show. All right. And I heard her thank people about 5 times, and one priest, 4,000, we're really coming down in elevation. Wow, from 5,000 to 4,000, that's going to warm things up. The landscape looks about the same, though. A little less grassland area, more jagged. But yeah, she got like 4 or 5 donations just in the half hour that I was sitting there listening. And that was mostly listening because I knew that she was going to say thank you and I would hear it. She ain't just going to whisper thank you. She's going to say it pretty loud. So I heard her say it about 4 or 5 times. It's unknown how much money she got or what she got, but she was getting some pretty good donations in a short period of time. Just standing there. Oh my God. The landscape has really changed. It looks like the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon? I'm not sure how far the Grand Canyon... Oh my God, really? 27? Okay, well, fine. I'll take a right at this next intersection, this next exit. Oh my God, I'm going 65! I'm sitting here staring at this Grand Canyon. It's incredible. It looks like what you see in pictures, which means it's depressing. There's no wildlife, no vegetation. It's all landscape. Okay, I'm turning off here. I gotta take a left at whatever, probably a T intersection or something. Okay, get out of gear, slow down. I was thinking 26, but I mean, there's not gonna be a 26. This is it. This is my turn. So, oh my God, I gotta stop from a very fast rate in a short period of time. Wow! Hurricane. There's a sign for hurricane. There's a T intersection to my right. No dumping or littering. Man, just when I was about to do that. Okay, so this wasteland. Nobody's behind me. Okay, oh, now there will be. Hurricane in 9 miles, so I'm getting a little guidance for hurricane. Oh God. Okay, it's a park out here. There's a bunch of people parked. What? $400,000 homes? Who's paying that? That's crazy. I call their bluff and say nobody's buying that. Out in this place? Are you kidding me? Alright, I got a long way to go on this road. Grand Canyon National Park. Am I really in the Grand Canyon? How far does that extend? Red rock. This is where they get the rock for their bricks. You know, because you got basalt, which is black, which you find all throughout Washington, the eastern part of Washington. Then you got this reddish brick. Gives a nice color. People really seem to like that back in the old days. There's a lot of red brick buildings, but there's also a lot of black basalt as well in the central Washington and Oregon areas. And yeah, of course some Idaho too. But it goes from black, and then you get South Utah, and it turns red, not so black. I'm pretty sure I'm going above the speed limit, but I'm not. Yeah, 40. Okay. Geez, I'm at 60. I don't know if there's going to be any cops around. How serious are they in regulating this? I'm still dropping. I'm at 800 feet. Is that the elevation? That's crazy. I'm still dropping too. I'm just riding the hill, and it's dropping. No gas, foot off the gas. In fact, oh my God, I'm gonna need to put my foot on the brake at a 6% grade. And they're suggesting 25 miles an hour, and I'm at 50. Incredible. They look like there's some tight turns on the map. But yeah, this is a straightaway pretty much. I can just stick on this road. If it doesn't look confusing at any turns, potential intersections, I stay on this road if it's not confusing. And I should see the library on my left in the town. It's got to be a town too. Wow, this is some drop. See, this is warming up in the drop of this elevation. Now I see how the elevation works. You couldn't see it on the map. Couldn't see it. But I've been dropping the whole distance from Cedar City. Tocqueville, I want to pass through unless they have a library. What the heck? Young Home. Okay, 40. I'm going 40. Just didn't see any libraries on the Google Maps, but sometimes Google Maps misses it. Google Maps makes mistakes. I don't know. Third gear, too fast. Fourth gear, a little too slow. I'm not sure the speed limit. I think it slowed down more, the 30 or something. Don't really see. There's a historical place, old buildings, brick, of course, red brick, local stone. Got some modern homes. That's it. That's Tocqueville. Toker Village. I'm not sure. City Park off to the right down Center Street. I don't know. Okay, that's the post office. And this one car is still behind me. Maybe he's going to the library too. Looks like local stone type building on the right. Local stone garage. It's not perfectly cut. Maybe one of them stonemasons in training put it together. Takes particular talents to make perfect cuts of stone every time. Some people are okay with accepting imperfect cuts and just trying to piece them together and put plenty of cement in between. Yeah, there's no confusing turns. Green grass? Incredible. How are they watering that? Looks like there's a river off to the right. I don't see the water, but it looks like there's enough vegetation to line it to give evidence of a river. A bunch of cows. How do they handle the heat? Looks like they water the lawn and with permanent sprinklers every 30-40 feet. They don't even. Yeah, they know they need to water the lawn. That's a given for this area. So 40, and I'm going 45. Very curvy. So yeah, it's definitely warmed up. I'm kind of liking this. I can go for a nice bicycle ride. Oh my, okay. Yeah, it's quite a community off to the left there. It's a little curvy. City cemetery off to the right. Yeah, a lot of residential, no businesses, just all residential on the left and straight ahead. Still going downhill. Still falling downhill. So this is incredible. It's an elevation thing that the Cedar City enjoys. They enjoy a high elevation in the desert and benefits with cooler temps. I have to wonder what their summer temperatures hit, because this would be a comparison between St. George. I think it's St. George. Just like compare that city to Cedar City, and you get a good idea of the difference in elevation. It's like a difference between being over 6,000 feet, and I don't know where this is at now. Practically sea level. 6,000 feet to sea level. What's the difference in temperature with that? You just compare the two cities, and you see. Okay. All right, I'm sure my Google Maps dot is not following me. All right, okay. Confluence Park. I don't see any water. This looks like it used to be a river at one time. Did I not turn on my computer? I want to look at my map because get out of that guy's way. All right. I want to. There's no turns yet. There's really no intersections to confuse me. I just stay on, it's like State Streets, which is right according to the map. What is that person doing? They're just following me. They could have passed me, and they're following me. Are they cops? I gotta take a left. They probably see my Washington plates and want to pick on me. Okay, not sure where the turn is. It's all left somewhere. Okay. Left, Lavernken. What? Jeez, I'm not exactly. This stoplight ought to help. 300. This is 500. So hurricane in 2 miles. Okay, and on St. George. Okay, so I got 2 miles to go. All right, that person stopped following me. They took a right back there. That makes sense. Grand Canyon 134. What does that mean? I thought I was in the Grand Canyon. It's saying that it stretches for 134 miles. All right, 200 is my left. In 300. 300 is my left for the library. I take a left off of this State Street onto 300, and I'm not exactly sure if it's, I think it said north, but I forget that one now. North or south? That cow is sticking his tongue out at me. Some people eat cow tongue. That's just amazing. Okay, so this is Center Street. I'm actually getting warm. It's warm. You know, I'm amazed too. All these cities I've been hitting have seemingly been primarily white. Primarily white people, not many Mexicans. Beehives off to the left. Just like a hobby bee farm. Hobby bees. Hobby beekeeping. So they feel like there's enough flowers to grow in this area to rationalize beekeeping. Which, you know, good for them. More power to them. Oh, this road is getting busier. Okay. 300 is my left. In Hurricane. You know, I'd really like to learn how they came up with that name for the city, for the town. It doesn't look too windy out. There were wind warnings for St. George. St. George isn't too far, but maybe it's in some kind of a valley that it affects. All I know is I'm at a low in elevation here. This is, I don't know how low, but it's pretty low. Oh my God. Things sliding in my car. It's a problem with living in it. So I'm getting close 600. So, you know, I forget. Is it 300? Welcome to Hurricane. Okay. Okay, well, the first 300 I hit, then maybe I'll just do that. Because, oh my God, what is going on? It just took a while for my computer to turn on. So, 300 I'm looking for. Is it like the first 100? Yeah, it'd be the first 300. 450? So then I already passed it. Oh, no. I gotta go through a major curve before. I think I gotta go through a major curve before I have to worry about that left. It didn't feel like I hit that curve yet. City Park off to the right. I might be able to bicycle to that. I might, I'm not sure. I want to look around for potential spots to sleep if I could stop short of the Walmart. I'm not exactly thrilled about going to this Walmart. Okay, here's the major curve. Alright. And then it's 300 west. 300, okay. So yeah, this should be it. There might even be a sign. Main Street. So it might be after Main Street. Oh man, this heat. This is some sun. Nevada. Alright, I'll be seeing more of those. Looks like there's something going on in this park. Yeah, it's a museum park. That's 100. Okay, 100. Fine Arts Center. There's a lot of people parked. This is a big city. They did have long library hours, so they're not going to have long library hours for... Whew, man, my face is getting burnt. This is some sun. Roll down the windows. Okay, this is my turn. I'm not sure. Zion's Bank. I could have. Jeez. Alright, library's probably that on the right, what I'm looking at. Can I just park on this? There's people hanging out in front. I don't know. Library, okay. Can I park here? I don't see anybody parking here. It's good shade. I'm kind of needing shade. It's pretty warm out.